All right. So yeah, the market was closed today. It was a holiday. So not everyone knows how to trade outside of the U.S. equities, but I was going to do a video just myself about other ways to trade, and obviously you know a lot about that, like Forex, futures, and stuff like that. So I was just going to talk about that today because I mean, there's really with the market closed, there's nothing else as far as equities to talk about.
Well, wow, this is gonna be a fun thing. So there's a bunch of ways to trade outside the closed markets, but mainly you're going to be looking at either two areas outside of the United States and cryptocurrency. Those are like probably the easiest ways to trade when the markets are closed, or just out of the dollar, basically.
So yeah, just say that again.
Oh,
there we go.
Are we good? Okay.
Yeah.
So for people who want to know how to trade outside this basically holiday, there's only a few avenues that you can do. As an American, you're looking at trading like Forex or cryptocurrency, but basically things that are not attached to equities.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Let me open up this on our. I got to go to your YouTube channel and bring it up real quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's running significantly faster now.
Oh, good.
Oh wow! So for people who want to learn about like how to trade outside the market, outside like just basically closed markets, I think the easiest platform would be cryptocurrency, because cryptocurrency anyone can start an account pretty fast. You can start with big titles like Coinbase. I think it's one of the main things that people get into is Coinbase.
I use Coinbase too.
Yeah, same here. I use Coinbase, but I use my Coinbase is good for trading, really good. But it's hard for people like me who program. I can't implement programs into it, so I usually enter on like just non-margin positions. Like a good example would be I entered a trade on Chili's. Chili's is a cryptocurrency for sports, and it did a really good gain. So like not Chili's, Chili's with a Z. Yep.
Oh, this one, yeah, not like the
restaurant. really good crypto. I made a bunch of videos about this.
Oh, okay. So here's the price of it. So how is this one doing? I've never heard of this one.
Oh, there's like since I've been making videos, I was making videos when their cryptocurrency was at like 12,000, and I make a new one. There's like every month 200, 300 cryptos every single month being added to the list.
There was one I was following. Actually, the first video I ever did was on SafeMoon. Have you heard of that one?
Yeah. SafeMoon.
And the person that I knew, the first person I knew that had it, still is bullish on it, but I haven't seen it. I haven't looked in a while.
We can check it out. Like that is.
Yeah, I'm gonna look now. SafeMoon. So these are all things you can trade when the market's closed.
Yeah, and it's also like some good things about trading when the market's closed. If you're like a really big scalper or you're a short-term trader, a lot of people see the exact same thing is going to happen. Like, oh man, equities are closed. Let me jump on crypto. You might see some extra volatility happening because there's so much focus just in crypto.
Yeah. So has it dropped to zero in a while? Because look like it's still at 8 zeros.
Holy crap! I mean, it can keep going for 9 zeros or 10 zeros or.
Well, that was a big thing. Like dropping a zero. That was a big thing with some of these cryptos. Like if this gets up to it's at like 0.00000006. If it were to get to like the 1 point, then it would drop a zero.
Oh my god! Like,
do you think this one's good though?
To me personally, like when it comes to cryptocurrencies, just like reviewing them, like for me specifically, I would never touch SafeMoon in a million years, just because of a couple of factors. One, it's a token. Most tokens are just copied and pasted data from another cryptocurrency. Literally, like as a programmer, I can create a cryptocurrency in 15 minutes by copying another cryptocurrency, and boom, you have a new token.
Wow. Yeah, I've heard stuff like that.
And and people still like claim that tokens have value. I mean, tokens are usually valued if they're hyped up, and if they're hyped up by a celebrity, in my opinion, don't get into it.
Right.
Like crypto.com with Matt Damon, how Matt Damon was blowing it all up. I saw that crypto and I was like, okay, this is a good short-term thing to trade, but do not stay If you watch my videos in cryptocurrency, I preach to people never hodl. It's the way to always lose.
Right.
You know?
True. It's same with stocks too. A lot of times. Yeah.
I mean, stocks are good for like, I like stocks good for like in and out, like some long-term stocks, but only with a certain trend. And then it has to be, you have to take profits at some point.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to CoinMarketCap, can you go to the entire list? Just click on the left-hand button right there. Yeah, click on that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is my only website that I use, like my main website for cryptocurrencies. Like we can go through like some of the top trending ones, or the top movers. Those are fun. And then you can look at the top scams that come out. Oh, whew.
Top scams.
Oh yeah, top scams is fun. Like when you start looking at those, like
Shiba's here. I did a video on Shiba last year.
Polygon. I mean, I don't understand why people buy Shiba Inu. It's only, there is no real use to it. That cryptocurrency is just popular because it's the name.
Yeah.
And Elon Musk said something about it. Other than that, I tell you, like, there's a reason why almost all cryptos trade exactly the same. There's no use to them. Like, literally every cryptocurrency on this list, Polygon, I've made like 10 videos about Polygon, Shiba Inu about 6, VeChain maybe 5 or 6, Filecoin 3, Bitcoin 50 maybe.
Solana, I see some like
Solana a bunch. Like a lot of these cryptocurrencies, like I tell you, like I like cryptocurrency to a certain extent, but the majority of it is near scam. Not all of them.
I know about this one. Number 12 here. There's a step app called Stepin, and it pays you in the currency. I think
almost all. Yeah. How do I say this? When you have a cryptocurrency that pays you, and it's like staking, right? So they pay you an interest. Well, people like to equate it to stocks, but stocks actually have value. They create a service. They create something that's real. When it comes to digital services, it is technically real, but that valued at a price that is typically not even equated. Like they say it's worth $25, but why is it worth $25? What service does it create at that price? Right. But usually most people just, in my opinion, people are just buying it just so they can get easily rich.
Yeah, get rich quick.
Yeah, I would say there are certain phases in cryptocurrency that if you bought into a certain point, you've been rich.
Oh, like Bitcoin early on.
Yeah. Like I saw Bitcoin, I think around $200 when I first got into it, and then that's when I started my cryptocurrency journey. But
I had an example where if you bought Bitcoin like probably 12 years ago now, it would be, God, what did it originally, let me see. It was like 10 cents a coin at one point. Like when I first heard of it, it was cheap.
Yeah, I mean, even Bitcoin, like I just feel like Bitcoin's, if you just look at the structure and how it's coded, it's unsustainable. Like the only if we just start breaking down, is just specifically Bitcoin? Is Bitcoin used for transactions like shopping or grocery food or anything? Like, is it really used for those type of small transactions? Well, it could be, but the transaction fee is going to be extremely high. You're going to be paying way more than you would be paying with Visa or MasterCard or any
I wonder why it doesn't track it from before. The earliest it goes is August 2013.
It's probably because it's either Coinbase was either made or that's when they listed it on there. There's a lot of other websites like TradingView that go all the way back.
But still, I mean, do a growth of 10,000 in that, and it's incredible.
I mean,
the light off here to do that because
it would be nice if you can be in hindsight put a big sum of money down on Bitcoin and sell at 60,000, but
so here, at 127 say, and then you had 78 coins and they were up to 50,000 at one point.
60. Gosh,
you say 50,000, so that's $4 million. That's incredible.
But I would say this: when it hit 19,000, I remember trading at 19,000, trading this cryptocurrency. People were dropping it like just selling immediately because no one expected it to hit $1,000. No one expected it 5,000.
Yeah.
And people are saying it's going to go to 100,000. Well, if people don't want to, if people want to know anything about history when it comes to like volatile things, look at the tulip bubble.
Yeah.
The tulip
Like
bubble,
the 1600s.
it went massive. Like people can buy a house with one tulip. Like it went insane. But
that was like the first recorded bubble in history, I think, right?
Yeah, one of the I think it was most, and it was recorded because there's so, like when I was reading through Peter Schiff's book and him talking about it, there's receipts of people buying like a horse with a flower. That's how
crazy.
fast it was going. Like,
right.
Man. I mean, crazy. In those days, like with current knowledge, like, yeah, in hindsight, it is good to buy this crypto, but to utilize Bitcoin, like, I see that there is some uses. So if people want to trade this and hear my opinion about it, like, I would say Bitcoin is good for a few things, but I don't think it's worth the $24,000. But at least you have today to speculate on it. Like I'm trading Bitcoin right now on my computer, and it should be. I think you guys should be. I can't tell you what to do. How to say it?
Not financial advice.
Yeah. For me personally, I'm in a bunch of long positions. I think I'm in like 15 long positions right now.
Oh, did I tell you? You just reminded me of something. So that group that I was paying to edit videos for me, oh my God, one of the thumbnails, guess what they put in the thumbnail? They put the word advice. And I said, we can't say this. You know, like we can't say advice. So I had to go, and I had it for a few days, but it looked stupid. But I went into like PowerPoint and edited over it the word ideas instead of advice. But I couldn't believe, and I'm done. You know, the 1 month thing is over. So they keep begging me to renew, and I'm like, no, it didn't perform. Like you had a month to perform and you didn't. So, you know, too bad. But yeah, I couldn't believe they did that because I mean, this is not advice. You know, these are just ideas. But you know, have you heard the whole thing about what do you call it? You know, that whole thing about how Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies in general were supposed to become like, you know, replace the dollar and stuff.
I hope not. That'd be horrible.
There's a book about it. The Bitcoin Standard, it's called.
Every country that I've seen that try to do stuff like that, it just ends in failure.
Yeah.
If people knew, like, I think the problem is that people want to adopt cryptocurrencies as something like, cryptocurrency has its space, but for it to be the monetary base, you have to understand the difference between currency and money. And if you understand the differences, cryptocurrency does not fit the definition of a money. It's a digital asset. Yeah, I would agree with that, but money, there's a reason why gold and silver have over 5,000 years of recorded history of use, because you can't, it's fungible. It's not, you can't just make it up. They can't just print it. So you don't have to worry about inflation, unnecessary inflation. And inflation by like banks terms is just throw it on a printer. Yeah. It's fungible. It's durable. The gold that they had back in the Egyptian days is the same gold we have today.
True.
So that's why, like, when it comes to a foundation, we just need honest money. Cryptocurrency is honest when it comes to the blockchain, but it can become dishonest when there's tokens and there's different what's called branches. When someone can just call this Bitcoin, now it's going to be called Bitcoin SB, Bitcoin DD, Bitcoin New 100, 5. It's like now you have your inflation part, and then it becomes dishonest.
Yeah, so this was the premise of the book was basically it uses the history of money and gold to explain why Bitcoin is the way to go if the world wants to stick to having sound money, and why it's the only cryptocurrency to be focusing on. This is just like a summary of the book, and this is the author here. He says that one of the key quotes: "This is a historical lesson of immense significance. Should be kept in mind by anyone who thinks his refusal of Bitcoin means he doesn't have to deal with it. History shows it is not possible to insulate yourself from the consequences of others holding money that is harder than yours." I read it. I mean, it's a good book, but yeah, like you're saying, there's there's pros and cons. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that probably wasn't considered with it.
Yeah,
Like, you can't really compare it to gold.
Like I like when people make that argument of gold versus cryptocurrency. I'm like, can you hold a Bitcoin?
Right.
No.
Right.
Then they're not comparable.
But compared to the fiat money we have now.
Yeah, like, and then I get I've gone to an argument. People like Bitcoin has done better than gold. Well, I can say that to the tulip bubble, and the tulip bubble was actually real. Gold.
Well, if you're just looking at like the index value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I tell them, like, what was gold? Gold, this is how I put people in perspective. Gold is so valuable that one, central banks is a tier 1 asset, and two, gold has been made illegal in almost every country. Think about it. At some point in time, their government knows that precious metals are so important that they have to take it from their citizens.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, then there's another argument. People say, look at Canada. Canada, they blocked the whole thing. I'm like, well, if you had precious metals in that situation, they couldn't stop you anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, who's on this live stream? Myself?
Well, I mean, just compared to the fiat money that we have now.
I mean, fiat. I mean, the dollar is just super dishonest.
Yeah.
Rumble on.
Oh. What do you think about XRP, Ripple?
I liked Ripple. I when it came out, like when I compare like even Ripple to Bitcoin, Ripple is way better than Bitcoin. It's cheaper, faster, more efficient. But I do find it very interesting that the government got their greedy hands into it as fast as they could.
Yeah, I have some XRP. I think I've doubled from when I've had it for almost 4 years.
Are you able to do anything with it, or?
No, once they blocked it, I have to either like pancake swap it, or I have to come up with a way to get out of it. I can't just get out of it.
You gotta love the government always introducing
noise here.
Why? God, it actually gets me more irritated when I see stuff like that.
Yeah.
The government, it's not to make the government the enemy on everything, but usually when it comes to markets, they're the manipulators.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's when they get their hands on it.
But I would say Bitcoin, in my opinion, would have never hit 63,000 or in the 60,000s if the government wasn't involved. And people are like, how was the government involved? Stimulus checks, just for an example.
Yeah, because that's what happened. People were using the stimulus checks to buy cryptocurrency and stocks too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the stocks don't need the stimulus money. All they have is central banks. They have the Fed. They can inject orders. Here we go.
Right. Do you think the Fed will get in on the cryptocurrency bubble though?
They are. What?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they?
Like FedCoin. I've heard about FedCoin.
Oh, actually, more into that. Like I thought about making a video about that, but it's not going to get monetized. It get monetized, but no views because the intention of this, like, if you want to watch a good video, George Gammon talks about this in more detail than I could. The reason why the Fed wants to get into cryptocurrency is to control and analyze our spending.
Yeah.
So the one thing that cryptocurrency does is you can see where every single transaction goes.
Mm-hmm.
That can be a good thing or a small thing, but when it comes to a government, they're already spying on you already, but they can't tell exactly what you buy because there's so many other companies that are in between it. But now the Fed will get real-time data of everything that you spend, everything. This is like, and then this is where the social credit system will come in. They'll just turn you off.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Let me see. And now, we're live on Rumble.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I'm on Rumble. I've only posted like one video. What's your trick to getting live on Rumble? Because you said StreamYard doesn't work on Rumble.
I have it on a different computer, pulled off from. My laptop is running YouTube, and then YouTube is being pulled off onto. The data is being pulled onto Rumble.
Oh, cool.
From streaming.
Cool. So is your channel the same on Rumble?
Yeah, everything, all social media is Andre McClendon or Andre J. McClendon. Every single thing.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. I'll have to look that up. Yeah, I've only posted one. How do you get monetized on Rumble?
Anyone can. You just post a video on there, and then if it's approved, it will. Oh, it takes like 30 seconds for this to load on there. Give me a second.
So you don't need a certain number of followers or anything like that?
I think 25 subscribers is your minimum.
Oh, that's easy.
And it's not like YouTube where it's like a lot more. I mean, YouTube in general is hard to get monetized, especially the 4,000 watch hours.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have a hard time with that too.
Yeah, it's I mean, I think if we had a.
Oh, didn't you just tell me StreamYard blocks Rumble?
Yeah.
Oh, because the screen I'm sharing, I was trying to go to Rumble, and it won't let me.
Yeah, Rumble, StreamYard, unless you pay.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I just use the free service. Yeah. See, I used to use Zoom for my videos, but because my space on my MacBook filled up, I had to switch to StreamYard, and I saw other YouTubers using it too. And it's like it's great because it doesn't take up any space. And once you're done, you just click end, and it just live streams.
Can you go to gainers and losers?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't. Let's look at these painful ones. Ugh.
Oh yeah.
So if guys want to trade something like a good short, look at these movers right here. Like,
oh, I've heard of Monero. My cousin talked about Monero.
Like, I like Hedera. Hedera is a H-bar. Hedera is the only cryptocurrencies out there that is actually different. Like their blockchain method is it's a Gen 3 cryptocurrency. So Bitcoin and Bitcoin's a Gen 1, Hedera is Gen 3.
Mm-hmm. I quit buying crypto. I haven't bought crypto since 2021.
I mean, you haven't really missed out so much. I mean, I think once Bitcoin hits 10K, and this is my forecast on it, then that's where the bounce is going to be back up higher.
Oh, you're forecasting 10K. It's going to drop to 10K.
Yeah, because I made a video about it about Bitcoin in a dead cat bounce.
Yeah,
and then Bitcoin basically all cryptocurrencies follow Bitcoin just about.
Mm-hmm.
And if Bitcoin goes down to 10K, I would say most cryptocurrencies are going to get cut in half.
Mm-hmm.
Not all at the same time, but I think over the same year, it'd be like everything slowly down.
Yeah.
And then for us YouTubers, when it comes to cryptocurrency videos, we get paid less.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'm lucky if I make $1 a day on here.
Yeah, that is crazy.
I mean,
we got one person watching right now.
Oh, good. Yeah, we had 2, but once we started talking all that government stuff, we lost one.
Here. Hello. Yeah,
I noticed. Oh, we have a commenter? Was someone commenting?
On Rumble.
Oh, can you paste the link in the private chat or something? Because I was trying to go to it, but I can't find it. Okay. Because StreamYard, I guess StreamYard blocks it.
Give me. It's on my laptop. Like I have it's on my other computer.
Do you think they block it for political reasons?
Yeah, let me go on Facebook and I'll send it to you on Facebook.
Okay. Do you think StreamYard blocks it like for political reasons?
I mean, it could be. It just.
Yeah.
I don't know. It only works if you pay. Maybe they just blocked that as a paywall.
Well, because I know that for a while Rumble was like the conservative app, and everybody was trying to ban it. And like it wasn't even on the Apple App Store or like Samsung for a while.
It's interesting that they try to ban it when is this how it just YouTube, same thing as YouTube before it went crazy.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of YouTube like 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Because when I'm trying to type in, it's a very it looks old. It's very like you're trying to type and it's not like smart typing at all. You got to type the whole thing. You've got to go in to like subscribe to a channel. You can't just click and see the video. It's kind of annoying, but I use it because there's certain stuff I can only find on there.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, share likes. I need to change the thumbnail. Status, my content. Edit.
Oh, someone commented here.
Yep. But that's why I'm so happy. Like I have so many computers running right now, like actual physical computers. I can stream on this computer, run my robots on another, and they're not even affecting each other.
Hmm. So a commenter wants to discuss futures.
Okay.
So the idea, yeah, crypto is one of the things you can trade when the market's closed. Futures is another one, obviously.
If you want to go look at futures, the best way to look at it would be you can think the only way I do it is off of CFDs. You guys can look that on basically like MetaTrader platform. How can you
What
see
site?
MetaTrader? I only have it on my own site. Give me a second. Yeah,
I mean,
I
I
only
can
have
see stuff like this. I can go to cnbc.com and I can see like pre-market trading.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. That works.
But I mean, futures, I've never dabbled in futures. I want to, but it's something on the bucket list. You know, it's something I want to learn more about for sure.
One the account size is a lot harder, but a lot bigger. I mean, but I'll say when it comes to futures, trading spot futures like CFDs. CFDs is probably the easiest way to get.
Someone mentioned the last video I did. I actually had some live commenters, and someone mentioned CFDs. I think.
I'll give you a second. Yeah, CFDs I trade just open spot. Just right now, let's see if they're open when they're online.
This is what I was looking at. This website called CMC Markets. So CFDs are contracts for differences, and obviously ETFs are exchange traded funds.
Yeah,
CFDs.
I gotta
What?
fix it now. The new robot I'm testing out was up $300.
Oh.
The one that now is down $176.
Oh, you should have sold.
Oh no, it's back trading right now. It's taking 264 losing trades and 282 winning trades.
So it breaks even.
I test trades in lots of 1,000 trades.
Mm-hmm.
If it cannot perform in 1,000 trades, that robot has to be repaired.
Mm-hmm.
There's something wrong with it.
Cool. We've got an options fan like me. I like options, but I want to learn futures too. So if you like options, what you'll really like about futures is that there's no theta. Like in option trading, there's theta decay. None of that in futures. So that kind of makes it easier in a way.
Oh, and another thing about futures, really, really good, is like when you look at the I think only bar chart really shows this demonstration. You can look at you can see how much volume or how much like big interest is buying out like 1 year or 2 years out and just prices.
Mm-hmm.
I really like looking at stuff like that. Like when it comes to precious metals, you can see like, okay, hey, a big financial institution is looking at buying a big contract like 6 months from now, and you can see that it's all filling up.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys, there's certain, I know TradeStation is probably one of the best for future trading.
TradeStation.com.
Yeah, TradeStation.
Okay. Is this a US based broker, or is this?
Yeah, 100% US based broker.
Okay.
Yeah. This broker is my first involvement with futures. I moved overseas.
Okay. So you can just look up. Oh, here's futures options. Here's futures. Yeah, I know. So there's like crude oil, corn, soybeans, like cattle, livestock, all those soybeans. Those are all traded on futures.
Get 50% off broker fee. Gosh, I mean, this to me. I don't trade futures in the States, but when I did, this is like the best one. Oh, such a good platform.
But yeah, I was saying like corn, soybeans, livestock, coffee, crude oil. Those are all like traded on futures, right?
Yeah, and one thing that I trade the majority of them out of the metals is crude oil. Crude oil. Just watch your expiration dates, and there is actually a really good way to trade those expiration dates. Just because it typically bounces they're really volatile right before the expiration date kicks off. They're either exiting early, like there's a lot of volatility, and then the new contract comes out, and you see big explosive movements for those.
Yeah.
Either in the long end or the short end. Oh my gosh! Here, actually, let me bring this up for you guys. Do I have to bring up my trader?
Take the screen share.
Give me a second. Actually, I have to actually bring it up. Let me load it up first before I start bogging everything down.
Okay.
Bar chart. Oh yeah, it is so much faster. Futures. We're gonna look at oil. I think crude oil probably be the easiest to understand. Crude oil.
Yeah, that's the most talked about.
Yeah, I mean, I think the one that was talked about a lot was lumber, when lumber was skyrocketing during the scamdemic.
Oh, I've got to show you. I saw the coolest bumper sticker out here, and you wouldn't expect that out here. I'll have to turn my phone light off to show this.
Right.
But yeah, this was I don't know if I should show this here, but this was so funny. Yeah, this person was I don't know. Should I show this? What do you think?
Yeah.
We may lose some viewers, but let me see if you can see it. This was the back of the car. Oh, it's got the license plate, but it was look at this. They had, I don't know if you can see, but they have COVID, and they have like what it supposedly stands for. And then you can see what it says below.
Contract oppress. I can't read the V.
Yeah, it's like control, oppress, victimize, isolate, and what was it? Divide. And then below it, it says famous quote you've probably heard. I just have to show this, and then we'll get back to business.
The best to yet come.
Can you see that
everything woke turns to shit.
Yeah. But no, this was I didn't expect to see something like this out here.
I mean, California is.
Yeah, and then they had
the guy said, "I'm not sensitive. Show it."
Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, I like that. Well, see, the thing is, because every time we get a little political, I lose subscribers. I don't know if you do too, but I lose. Yeah.
My whole channel is like, I mean, if people watch my stuff, like I am so political about everything because it just you can't trade.
Look at this though.
Look at this one.
So you triggered it when you said scamdemic. I remembered this. But they had like a UPC code, and see what it says. COVID-19. It was just funny. Yeah. Not that I agree or disagree, but I just found it funny. You know. Yeah. I bet you when YouTube goes through my videos, they're like, "Oh, hey, this guy called it scamdemic. We're gonna derank that." Well, I think it's got to be metadata or something. They don't just pick up on it randomly. Like either someone complains or something. Yeah.
Let's see. Present. Give me 1 second. I got my screen. Your computer? No. Present. Share screen. Share screen. Window. I'll give this one right here. Futures. All right. I think it's on you.
Oh, let me add your screen. Okay. Here we go.
All right, so guys,
yeah.
So if you guys want to find a really good chart at a really good website for looking at futures or just any type of commodity, check out Bar Chart. I think one of the best websites for it. So you can see the crude oil contract name. This is April 23rd. This is May 23rd. So we start checking out some of these prices. And if you look at what's it called? Commitment of traders.
I'll be right back.
COD. If you look at COD data, which I'll show you guys can see where the biggest interest of like commercial banks. Also, you guys can see if there's small institutions or retail traders are looking at getting into contracts. And typically, it follows the big institutions. So the big institutions are buying into it. You can get onto the same trend as they are. All right, let me see. Look at some crude oil. Let me get rid of these ads real quick. So you guys start looking at it here. You see all this interest into these crude oil spot. Currently sitting at $76. Looking at March, $76.61. I think if you look at a year out, it's at 70. So we're
How
in
far out do you go?
February.
Can you go a year out or more?
Yeah, we can go a couple years out. We're at 2026,
Oh,
2027.
further than so options go to like basically a year and a half out.
Yeah, we're looking at 2031. Crude oil.
Really?
The last at $54.40.
Wow, that far out. Wow.
Yeah. For me, I mean, I would say I think almost all commodities, every commodity will be very, very high in the future, just because everything is measured in dollars, and I think the dollar is going to get more. It's going to purchase less, causing energy prices that overall to be higher, especially measured in dollars. But
yeah,
we'll see how it gets there. I mean, like this is pretty. Like I wonder what the reflection of gas prices will be.
Yeah. So how does it even estimate? So like 8 years from now? I mean, is it Is it a lower price? Because like I know leap options, which are like a year or more out. You want to get those because they're less influenced by what's going on today. They're higher price. I mean, it's cheaper the closer you get to expiration, but sometimes the further out you go, the more chance there is for, like, you can get 4 earnings dates in there. You can get a lot of news headlines can happen in that time frame. Things like that.
This is 2034, looking at $74.
11 years out. Wow.
It'd be interesting to figure out how much is actually being purchased on a daily basis.
Yeah, where can you see that? Like trading volume?
Yeah, here. Let's go to intraday. Let's go back to the first one. See what's actually being bought.
Do you ever back test these?
For me, I back test when it comes to crude oil. I back test on CFD markets, not futures markets. Because the problem is when you back test an entry, back testing doesn't incorporate the contract dates. So just say you hold a lot. Just say when oil hit -40, right? You bought when it hit positive, and you held that trade to like the 100s. You couldn't have done that all outside of back trading. You did it during live trading. You have to cancel your you have to enter the trade, close the contract, enter another trade, close the contract, enter another trade.
Okay.
Let me see. It's just how it is. I mean, back testing those kind of things make it a little bit difficult. That's why when it comes to crude oil, forward testing is what I rely on more. Forward
testing?
Yeah. Basically, getting a demo count, running it for 30 to 90 days. So, like, I got my other. If you look at my, where am I at? If you look at my right side screen, I have it running crude oil for like a 2-year test on one trading robot.
Oh, okay.
Just to see how it performs. And
yeah.
It's not too. This one, that thing did bad, but let's see. All right. Max 20 years. Let's go to bar chart. Look at this right here. 20-year data. It's crazy.
Oh, okay.
I mean, look, we're talking to like crude oil per barrel was sitting at like $5 versus right now. So I would ask the viewers, like, what has changed, crude oil or the dollar? And if you're saying the dollar, you can see it definitely purchases a whole lot less. I mean,
what year?
You can almost,
what year was that?
All the way down here, this is 1970, 1969.
Oh, there was some oil stuff like in the 70s, I think.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. It's like as the years, like, here's a 1980s crash right here. Then boom.
Oh, I know what it was. In the 70s, I think Nixon tried to put price controls on oil. And that's when they had shortages because the government doesn't control the supply. So anytime, like, if the government tries to put a price control on something, they don't control the supply of it. So then the producers of it are going to produce less of it. If that's the price they're forced to sell at, then you get less of it. Yep.
And especially, I mean, it's interesting. Like, they're selling it for $5. I wonder what other fees they incorporate to boost up revenue.
Mm-hmm.
Like precious metals, what people don't know is like they're not connected to the spot price. So the spot price is $20. You're gonna buy like a silver ounce at like $30. But then they add extra fees in there to get it even higher.
Yep.
Oh man, I wonder how much it's gonna be once it starts like down here. Because the manipulation, like if you look at log charts, look at this, like it went from 15 to 34, double. Down here, you're talking about like only in a 7-year difference, $3 to 35. That's over 12 times the price.
Yeah.
12x. We don't even have 12x's over here. We have
right.
10. So this here was massive manipulation. What is over here? Holy crap. But let me show you guys something cool. It's called COD, Commitment of Trader Reports. Basically, it shows you all the special interests that are getting into crude oil. So we saw the future contracts. So if people want to trade and look at those, we need to see who's actually buying these contracts. Is it big banks, small banks? You know, you got to know who your competition is. So let's look at Commitment of Traders. COD reports. And you can see COD reports on everything. Currencies, which companies are buying, or countries are buying up different currency pairs. So it really helps you after seeing big movements. Oh, dang it, I think I have to type in this COD commodities. Give me a second. Let me go to another screen. I have to Google it within it. Bar chart.
Do you know about streaming on Fanbase?
What is that?
Oh, that's what our newest fan here in the comment section mentioned. Next time stream on Fanbase. I've only used StreamYard, and I tried to do a live stream just on YouTube, but it didn't work too well. But I haven't done any of these on my channel. I haven't done any of these like fan pins or any, you know, the things you can do with YouTube. Like you can have like channel memberships, things like that. I haven't gotten into that yet. Do you have those?
I mean, it could, yeah, maybe. I mean, wait, maybe I should look into that. But here's some COD reports, Commitment of Trader charts. So you can look at which people are getting to certain asset classes. Like here's just for currency pairs. Let's look at like let's change it to commodities. Oh my God, it's so difficult to find things on here. Commodity prices, bar chart. Usually I use my financial account, and it already has all these listed, but I'm not going to bring those up for you guys. Here we go. COT. All right, cool. Commodity grouping. Why is it? It's really difficult to find something like very specific on this website. Like just COT reports. If you don't have them hot linked, it makes it actually difficult.
Yeah. Oh, that thing was called Super Chats, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you do that?
Oh, we got 2 people in the room. I've never got one before.
Yeah. I think someone wanted to give us one, but I don't think I have mine activated.
I wonder what the requirements are.
There's other ways to support the cause. I mean, like.
I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I got Commitment Traders. Let's look at oil. Oh my God. So if you look at this chart, guys, gasoline. Let's look at gasoline. Let's see how much special interest is looking at gasoline.
Bar chart. Commitment of trades.
All right. It's going to be kind of slow, guys. This data is a little bit hard to read, but I'll go through it step by step, okay? So our green line right here, let me make it bigger. Here. Is it? Actually, I got you up. I'm looking at you guys, okay? I got like 4 screens. I got like 5, 6 screens around me, so it's kind of hard to keep up. So here's our commercial businesses right here. You can see if they're net short on crude oil, I'm sorry, gas, if they're net long, and the blue, I think, is small speculators. See? You can see where their overall direction is. I think this data is quarterly too. So we're looking at 3-year. Let's get max. So our green, our non-commercial, is seeing that crude oil prices are possibly going up, but this is data that needs to be recategorized. Let's go back and zoom in a little bit more to the 1 month. A little bit better. Ooh. Is it running slow for you guys? Nothing.
It's the internet's a little slow.
6 month. Let's go 6 month. Commercials consisting of producer, merchants, producers, and swap dealers. So this would probably conclude the same thing when it comes to the future prices, because a lot of future prices are a lot lower in price for gas, for crude oil. So that might reflect in the gas price.
Mm-hmm.
But it's interesting because I don't follow gas specifically because gas has a big manipulation into it. And for example, when you're in California, gas prices don't reflect the same as in Florida.
Yeah, I'll be out of here soon. 2 more days.
It's like a prison sentence being sent to California. Ugh.
Every time I leave home, it's like I'm glad to be back home. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, good spot. Like I love it.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at this. See, even their interest, like over long term, they see crude oil even in 3 years going up.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I wonder. See, it'd be interesting to meet like some of these big companies. See. So 9 commercial consisting of non-producers. They're even right here. Okay. It's a little bit slow, but I tell you, like this. If you're looking at long-term trends, look at COD data.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're a trader like me, I look at long-term mainly in precious metals, and also some energy because I'm in energy stocks now. But I think it has to go all up just because of the dollar. That's the biggest thing. Like if you look at the USDX. This is the dollar index. Basically, the dollar is measured against all the top currencies, like the yen, the euro, the pound, stuff like that, and gives you what the USDX is. Let's see. Let's do the 10-year. So the dollar is technically up against most currencies. So if you're looking at Forex trading, basically, if you're a dollar long on any currency pair trading, you're typically up. Like USD JPY, you're up. Actually, I give some people some insights on that. Give me a second. Let me see. Can I bring in my trading chart right now? Yeah, here.
You should be able
Here's
to.
my trading chart. I'm currently back testing right now. So if you look at some of the currency pairs, like USD JPY, just to show you guys a reflection of it. Give me a second. Let's do insert timelines, view, channel. What the hell is it? Toolbars. I turn this stuff off. I don't necessarily need it, but for you guys are definitely going to need it. Let's see, toolbars, timelines. So if you look at the monthly, you can see that the monthly for USD JPY, that's dollar yen, everything is up. So if, once again, the initial thing about this video was how to trade basically when the markets are closed, equities closed. If you look at yen, you guys can trade for a currency pair. And since if you compare this chart to the dollar being up, where's it at? Where's bar chart? See, if you compare it, the dollar on the dollar index is up. So against major currency pairs, it's also up. So people who trade currency pairs like I do, you look at these charts long term, and you can program that data in there. You'd be like, okay, Forex wise, the dollar is up. So I should be long almost all currency pairs. So if you look at
this
dollar,
is getting more into like Forex, right? With pair trading, currency pair trading.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, we can look at even the USD ZAR. USD ZAR, that's the South Africa ZAN. Rand, my bad. And you look at it, see, basically, if you just bought into this, you're up. because the dollar has been pretty strong against most currencies.
Mm-hmm.
One currency I wish I can trade is the Russian pair, but that's pretty much blocked out for us. Oh yeah, dude, that was the easiest trade you can ever take.
Mm-hmm. The ruble.
Yeah. So if you look at the Swiss franc right here, you can see that the Swiss franc actually has done better than the dollar, even if the dollar's been up. If we look at the pound yen, I'm looking at the dollar. So down means up, because it's pound is the first pair and the dollar is the secondary. So it has been doing really good. The pound's been getting destroyed against the dollar long term. Let's look at USD CAD. So that's a Canadian dollar. CAD versus, you can see the dollar, even if you look at the charts on bar chart. So since the low of 2020, actually, let's make it a little bit bigger. Let's do 20 years. So if we look at this low right here, the March, basically the financial crash, 2028, and this low, October 2011. Let's go back to got so many charts on here. You can tell that even down there, it exploded up higher. So a lot of people who are like big institutions will look at the COD charts, see what's happening, look at the dollar index, and they can pretty much take a very easy trade. So if you bought dollars since 2011 and held them, you have made a huge profit.
Wow.
And when I compare Forex, since Forex is the most, okay, how to say this? Has the most, Forex is the highest trading volume out of all markets. You're talking about almost $5 trillion daily in just Forex. 5 trillion. Like it destroys like crypto, stocks, everything.
I've heard the same with futures too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that volatility, like that's why I focus so much on trading Forex, and I do trade stocks on here too. I can trade JP Morgan, Bank of America, stuff like that, but an Apple.
I traded futures is like 24/5. It's open like 24/5.
Yeah, you can catch it on the weekends a little bit, but not that much.
Yeah.
Forex, you can trade it on Sundays, which is nice. Like here, if you want to trade crude oil, right here. So if you look at crude oil here, you can trade this one. It went fucking bananas down here to the negatives. And
2020, March 2020.
How do we do it right here? If we look at specialization data, specialization. Right now, our contract, so it's the CFD, our contract's based in, so if you look at this, like the profit calculation mode is a future contract. The contract size is $1,000. Obviously, it's in dollars because we're trading off crude oil. Margin hedge, 500. Where is it at? Margin percent is 3%. What else we got? Contract size, 0.01 for the lot size. And then it tells you your trading times in quotes. See, Monday to Friday at night. What else? It actually doesn't tell you your cancellation time. You get that off of your broker. You have to just Google it, and it'll tell you when your broker has it closed. So that's how, when it comes to like S&P 500, the Dow, this is how I trade it. I literally can just trade it as it is right now. I can just go Alt-T and just buy it right now. Buy or sell, depending on what direction I think it's going to go.
Cool.
And our specialization rate is pretty wicked on here. Because it's kind of not closed right now. But there's incentives for trading gold and stuff like this. Let me see. Our specialization on silver. What time is it? Okay, you're not gonna be able to see it.
Yeah, we're almost an hour in.
But yeah, guys, this is a way to trade off when markets are closed. Typically, if you're a Forex trader or a futures trader or current cryptocurrency trader, you really don't look at markets closed or open because you have that availability to just trade anytime you want to. So a good example of this, guys, let me show you. Let's look at what's something popular that people would know. Let's look at 1 second. Oh, okay, cool. So USD CAD basically trades American hours, but if you want to trade and you're at midnight, I'll give you a second. Just say it's midnight and you're like, oh man, there's no volatility happening. You can actually switch to a different currency like CAD yen or pound CAD or any other currency, and now you have full volume. They're trading their time zone, so you always have that availability to trade when you want to. And if you don't, if the markets are closed, you can just hit up and hit Bitcoin. So like here's Bitcoin chart right here, and you can just trade Bitcoin off a spot. Ooh,
don't you trade the spot price for like gold and silver too?
Everything. Gold. Here's silver. Silver is currently trading at $21.68. That's just for the future CFD contract, but
yeah, that's not the real like intrinsic value though.
So I mean, it's nice because I literally can just trade it instead of going into like instead of going to like a Robinhood, buying SLV or SLVIR or some stuff like that. So those tickers, and you can literally just hit Alt. You see? Oh man, okay, it's slowing down a little bit. You literally can just click buy or sell and instantly enter the markets. Like, cool. I think it's gonna hit this price here. I can make $137, and if I'm wrong, I can risk 20 or 18 bucks. That's how easy it is to trade in Forex.
So it's a profitable trade, like either way. Just you either make a lot or a little.
Yeah, you can do both. I mean, what I like about this, you can short and go long at the same time. There's some
what's the best
reasoning
way for someone that's just starting? Like, what's the best way for them to pick it up?
Practice and demo mode. Demo Forex.
But I mean, I'm saying if someone's never done it before, they don't even know like where to start.
Oh, then you should go to MetaTrader.com, MetaTrader4.com, or MetaTrader 5, and use their online web terminal and use it for free and practice on there.
MetaTrader4.com.
Here, let me just bring it up for you.
Yeah.
Just because there's a difference in these trading softwares because how to say it, Forex is such a big market that it's just designed to be a money grab. Banks love when new traders come into the markets because they get this massacred.
Well, I'm looking this site up. This site seems like it seems kind of basic when it first comes up.
So if you guys want to use it for free, I have it on my website for free. Anyone can use it. You can practice, demo trade. You don't even need an account. You can just use everything demo. You can get started within 30 seconds.
Yeah. And
just practice demo trading on Forex. You can change your account balance to 100,000 or 10 billion, whatever you want, and get used to the platform without spending anything. No emails, no nothing. I think you can trade stocks on here too. Let me see. Yeah. You can look at stocks too and different indices like the Australian indice, cotton. Look at this. So other brokers allow you to trade for futures also like Coca-Cola, coffee, my bad, corn, cotton, soybean, sugar, wheat, in different contracts for wheat. You can trade Brent oil, crude oil, and net gas. Crude oil, WTI crude oil is Texas oil. So this gives you a whole big availability to trade things like they got some weird pairs like pound Mexico. Woo, I wouldn't touch that.
Yeah.
Pound SEC, my bad. So you're completely limitless basically if you want to trade this stuff. And I think they have crypto on here too. XRB, XRT. I don't think crypto is on here. I think it's per broker. That's just one way you guys can get exposure and start immediately. Like I just started a $100,000 Japan yen account, and I'm going to buy US dollars. So it shows right here your profit, how much you're going to lose, you're buying. So I mean, I hope this gives you guys some insight on how to trade on the weekends and stuff.
Yeah. So crypto, Forex, futures, currency pair trading, all of which falls under Forex. So those are the three main ways.
Let me see. Oh, I think I have to change my thumbnail on here. Looks bad. Yeah, the thumbnail for Rumble, I have to fix. It is bad.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I didn't pick a thumbnail for the YouTube one.
Yeah, I was looking for it. You know, I was like, oh man, it's not on there.
Yeah, I got to do one. The last 3, I haven't done one.
My content.
But anyway, are you good with an hour in? We're an hour in.
Yeah, I'm super good. I mean, I gotta
Okay.
shoot my own videos, and then I got.
Okay, cool. So we'll
stream,
call it quits there. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and keep an eye out for the next one. All right.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you guys. It's been a lot of fun. I hope that what's his name? Catchism?
Catchism, yeah.
Yeah, I hope you liked it, man. If you have any questions, hit up his channel. He has a lot of stock trading videos.
Yeah. Also, there's other ways to support the cause too. Like I do coaching and stuff like that. I got to figure out ways to get all this other stuff going, you know, like super chats and whatnot. But yeah, thanks for the idea. Oh, fan base. I looked. Yeah, I got to figure that out. But yeah. Okay, sounds good.
All right, I want to end it.
Yeah. All right. Take care, everyone.